Hello and very good morning from Paramveer Sports Complex here in Rydal, Georgia. It's a minor league cricket 2025 South Division clash. The action continues here on a glorious Saturday morning. Morrisville Raptors versus Atlanta Lightning. Raptors have won the toss, and as expected, they've decided to bowl, and they're in the field already. Both the openers have made it to the middle for the Lightning. Settings are absolutely glorious here. The weather very pleasant. Just a gentle breeze, plenty of blue sky and some high clouds. Very picturesque setting. Manohar will take the first strike. Monak Patel, the national skipper, is already there. And the very impressive Rithwik Apidi, who has 9 wickets to his name in the championship, bowled wonderfully well yesterday as well in a losing cause against the Atlanta Fire. The umpires are ready as well. Aditya Gajar and Sandeep Gondalekar. They're just waiting for the clock to take over. Everything is in readiness just a minute or so in advance. That is very good to see. Both the umpires have been very tidy. The pitch looks pretty good. It's straw colored. Early morning, obviously 10 o'clock start. So both the captains were looking to bowl first. As it happened, the coin landed in favor of the Raptor skipper Raj Nanan, who had no hesitation. These early exchanges could be very interesting. Atlanta Lightning, after the loss yesterday, a dismal batting performance, will be looking to put things right. The good thing about this championship is the second opportunity comes pretty quickly. And with 8 points on the board of 6 games, they still have hopes of qualification. Atlanta Lightning today will be looking to add 2 more. A play and a base, an expensive drive of the first delivery. Manohar going for that big drive. We've seen Apidi bowled beautiful lines and lengths with the new ball yesterday. Also came back and bowled well in his second spell too. But he's quite tall, and he's bowling from the com box end. That is the end that he bowled yesterday as well with the new ball. Atlanta Lightning cannot afford to have a start like they did yesterday. Slip in place. This is beautifully played. The outfield gets a bit thicker towards the boundary line, so hold back by the fielder. But very nice stroke from Manohar to get him off the mark. Yeah, the difference between the two strokes is that he wasn't looking to be very expensive on that occasion. Just played it tight and compact, close to the body. Not that kind of a big flourish with hands out in front. That is something you have to do. Monak Patel also succumbed to a leading edge yesterday, having been pinned down by some excellent bowling from the Royals.
Yes, it's more to the right. Wait, zoom into a player. Zoom into a player. No, right. Right was... Okay.
That is a good delivery.
Right was too low.
Not happy with his landing there, Rithwik Apidi. There you go. Immediate attention. Feeling his ankle. Fast bowling can be a very tough job on your body. And over the years, I've seen many bowlers having that kind of ankle injuries. This is one of the major injuries that a lot of fast bowlers are likely to get, to go with their back stress fractures. Monak moving into the drive quite nicely, but straight to the fielder. It was pretty heavy early morning dew as well. You see these fielders working very hard on the ball to keep it dry. And good thing that Manohar did was to get that ball out into the outfield nice and early with that first drive, which meant that the ball would have gathered some sort of moisture from the outfield. does stop it from swinging. Nicely worked away. Monak Patel is a very risky player and he ran hard. Manohar had to hustle at the non-striker end. But the throw came on the bounce, a very difficult one for Epidi.
That is better.
Edged away. Monak was looking to advance. He will take the boundary. Not where he intended. But he's showing his intentions clearly. Charging down the wicket. Just fell away from the shot a little bit. Lost his shape. Boundary to close out over number 1. It's a 7 for none. Lightning. Nicely worked away into the gap. Well, Anshrai, who bowled very well yesterday as well. And he's also very good with the bat after that collapse. He really saved his side from complete humiliation.
I think it looked good. I don't watch enough to give you like something like.
Nice turn there from Anshrai. Bowling to the national skipper must be pretty daunting for the youngster, but he started off very nicely. You see him prepare for the match in the early morning warm-ups. You see him around the group. Anshrai is a very energetic character. That is in the air. Oh, mid-off was back. Well, Monak Patel will have to really grind hard here on this Paramveer pitch. He's a free-flowing batter and he's enjoyed some of the best form of his life in the last couple of years. This is once again aerial. Generally in these conditions, if there are a couple of fielders close in catching about 10-15 yards either side of the wicket in front, short cover, short mid-wicket, Ansh hasn't got that luxury just yet. It's gone straight up. Who wants it? It may land safely, and it does. Long on, deep mid-wicket, and the bowler himself. And it just landed perfectly between all three of them. There you go. That is... That's a very good start from the youngster. riding the bounce nicely, Monak Patel. Slightly shorter in length. And that is close to the over. Just 3 from Ansh Rai, Atlanta Lightning. 10 for none after 2. Atlanta Lightning will have to be careful because even yesterday the Raptors shown good skill with the ball. It's an unforced error. Sahar Shwetan had a couple of mistakes or errors yesterday as well. That is not very tidy at all from the youngster. Yeah, talking about the bowling of Raptors, they really bowled well. They just faced a belligerent Stephen Taylor, but for the most part the bowling was pretty good. So Atlanta Lightning will be careful because the conditions are not easy for batting at the minute. And although they might feel like they've got a slowish or steady start, the good thing is they haven't lost any wickets. Charges down the wicket and flashes it through. May not get to the boundary. Aditya Gupta got to the ball. Onto the pads, gloriously flicked away. Monak Patel saw the leg stump half volley and latched onto it in a flash. No chance there for the sweeper. Very rarely does Hrithik Apadi stray onto the pads. Even yesterday, his lines were pretty good, but you can't make an error like that against the likes of Monak Patel. Slip has disappeared. Ring of fielders on the offside. Monak Patel looking to be expensive. Just looking for that drive over long off that has prompted a change in field, although he didn't make contact. You'd feel he got himself into that position to execute what he wanted to. Still coming to terms with the slow nature of the pace of the pitch. Deep cover has been sent back to go with that deep mid wicket. So now fine leg is up and third is up in the ring as well. Monak couldn't put bat to ball. Just a bit late in picking up the line of that delivery. You see his head got to the wrong side of the ball. Probably he was expecting a delivery towards the offside, or off stump rather, because that's where Apadi had protection before this ball. Yeah, I was mentioning Atlanta Lightning has to be careful with their batting effort. So 17 in 2.5, but the good thing for them is they haven't lost a wicket, and if they're able to build a partnership, they will be able to put pressure on this young bowling lineup despite the conditions being helpful to bowl. Inside edge, lucky again for Monak Patel. Good comeback after the boundary from Ritwik Apadi. 3 gone, Atlanta Lightning 17 for none. Conditions very good overall here at Paramveer Sports Complex. But it is certainly warmer than yesterday this time of the day. Obviously not as hot and humid as it can get during the summer here, during the month of August. But still. Went for the change-up delivery, Ansh Rai. The line was wrong. I feel Manohar would think that he's missed out there because there's no one behind square on the onside. And that has gone. That made a sweet sound of the bat. It was short, it was asking for trouble, and it got what it deserved. Good footwork. Getting right back and staying low to cater for that low bounce. Generally these youngsters will make that odd error, and the experienced players can wait for their moment. I thought Monarch got a bit impatient after hitting that boundary in the last over. Manohar on the other end is prepared to wait. This is helped away. Oh, finds that only one fielder. Anshra in this over is really struggling with his line. He's got 5 fielders on the offside. That is also something you don't normally see for a bowler bringing the ball into the batter. He's got 4 on the on. Once again that straighter line, and been knocked into the gap by Manohar. 8 of the over. So for the right-hander, he's got 5 fielders on the offside, and he's got a slip in place. Delightful stroke, although the outfield won't do justice to the reward that his stroke deserved. A classical cut shot against the spinner. Footwork was very good, and he looked very elegant playing that shot, Monak Patel. That is beautifully played, and an excellent effort in the field. That is superb cricket all round. That was an amazing stroke from Monak Patel. Look at how quickly he moved and still was able to use the straight bat. And that is magnificent as well. 29 for none after 4, Atlanta Lightning. Soham starts off with the full toss. Monak Patel looking to break free. Monak Patel, even with his gestures after this ball, is only thinking attack. But well balled. Well watched by Soham. Monak, who was looking to give himself some room. And Soham followed him, cramped him. That is an invaluable experience for the youngster. Although Monak has too much quality and class to prevail, putting the youngster under constant pressure and coming up with a magnificent strike. That is the kind of education that these youngsters are getting at a very early stage of their career. Someone like Monak Patel, like I said, even when he plays dot, he's gesturing, his body language is telling you that he means business, he wants to come after you. Every ball, and that has gone up. Mid-off is in, and it will bounce away. 10 of 2, and under real pressure in the first over. Soham once again giving himself some room. Monak, he saw the gap and making full use of the power play.
You had it in front of most of the, almost like I'd say 95%.
Pulled away through the infield. Will come back for the second. That is excellent batting from Monak Patel, who's really getting into his stride and putting a lot of pressure on the Raptors bowlers. 5 done, a 42 for none. Skipper Raj Nanan has realized that it has become a battle too difficult for his young charges, so he needs to come in and lead the way, or at least try to. Atlanta Lightning off to a decent start. In fact, there was 17 for none after 3 overs, and picking up runs at the back end of this power play quite nicely. You'd say Monak Patel has made all the running, but Manohar has played his part. He's kept the ball on the ground for the most part. Raj Nanan will bring the most important element here that is other bowlers are lacking, that is the experience. Goes for the big sweep. It bounced just too much and hit him on the body. Those variations in pace from Raj Nanan, he'll bring that element into his game. Running hard is a long way for the fielder to come around, and easily done in the end. Monak Patel was coming to the danger end. You're talking about that 17 for none after 3 overs. They've added another 29 now in 2.4. That is good teams do in the power play. assess the condition sometimes in the first few overs and then go hard in the second half of that power play. Nicely done in the ring there. Just a single. Ritwik Apidi, a tall fast bowler, pretty athletic. 47 for none. One ball shy of 6 overs. That'll be a good contest, even if it's just the one ball before power play. Rajnanan has nothing behind square on the offside. There's a long off and a deep mid wicket. 2 fielders that he was allowed to take outside, but he bowls a nice line and a nice length to close out the power play. Atlanta Lightning will be pretty happy with the return. 47 for none after 6. Soham continues. That is the beginning of over number 7. Now his battle will resume against Monak Patel, although now Soham has much more protection. He's got the long off back, long on, deep mid wicket and square leg as well. Mid wicket in the ring, and there's 3 fielders inside the ring on the offside. He's looking to find that gap. Rajnanan very quick across the turf, and that is where Soham wants Monak Patel to hit. Wide given, umpire Aditya Gajar, and that will bring up the 50 for Atlanta Lightning. Just the 6.2 overs. That's very good going for the home side. I should say local side, because for this fixture home side is the Raptors. Well, so far so good for Soham. Just the 3 singles, although he's given away that wide. But Monak, what options he has. He's gone under it. Shalsa catch it, and it has been taken. Monak had no intention to keep that ball along the ground. He was looking to hit it for a 6, and he's found the fielder in the deep. And the Lightning skipper, after looking so good, has been dismissed. And that is well bowled from Soham. He's had the last laugh, getting the USA national skipper for 30. Nice knock from Monak Patel, but he's gone for 30 now. And Atlanta Lightning 51 for 1. Wicketkeeper batter Henchard Hamilton has made his way to the middle, batting at number 3. He batted at 5 yesterday. Opens his account with a single, Henchard Hamilton. Yesterday, Nicholas Curtin batted at 3 and Mark Parchment at 4. Those two will have to wait. Manohar probably now will be the aggressor after the departure of Monak Patel. Good comeback over from Saham after conceding 13 in the first. 7 gone, 53 for 1. .53 for 1 after 7. Arjun Patel, the new bowler, from that far end now. Goes for the big reverse. You'd think he got the ball in the right area. He just couldn't execute the shot. Cramping him on that occasion, realizing that outside the off-stump line, he doesn't have much protection if Manohar was to go reverse. That is the new difficulty for the bowlers these days, because he had a deep cover fielder that would be for his off-stump line. But with this new switch hit coming, it generally goes behind square, and the only protection behind square is inside the ring. 2 left-handers, so nothing changes in terms of the field. But with Henchard Hamilton, I don't think he's got that switch hit in his armory. So that conventional field will work well for him, with that deep cover and a couple of fielders in the ring. Although Hamilton is a big hitter off the ball, anything short, and he's very, very strong. He also likes to do that. At the early part of his innings, he's played a lot of cricket here. He's a local player from Atlanta. He had a phenomenal season in minor league cricket a couple of years ago. And he literally scored a ton of runs, and he was scoring runs in every outing. How Lightning would want him to do that today. Manohar once again a bit too early into the shot, won't get much more than a single, really making it difficult for the wicketkeeper as well, although Saharsh might have had a clear sighting of the ball on that occasion, as this remained outside of the body, and the little deflection meant that this will go down as a missed opportunity. Not an easy one if it had a deflection. Have a closer look. Yeah, there was a deflection. This is gone. And it is bouncing away. It was between the two fielders, but good fielding. Looks like Mahesh over there. But that is the preferred length for Henchard Hamilton. Nice work in the deep. 8 gone. It's 58 for 1. Hamilton looking to find his feet. Been a bit of a baptism of fire there for Soham, who was took on by Monak Patel inside power play, but he's made a good comeback. And this time, slog sweep will find the gap. Got a bit too close. And into the hitting arc of Manohar. Just the one bounce over the fence. Manohar realizing that Henchard Hamilton needs some time in the middle to get used to the pace and bounce. This has been carved away. A very, very good return from the deep. Although he had to cover a lot of ground, but yeah, a bit of circumspect in terms of the running between the wickets from these two. Henchard Hamilton is not the quickest, by the way. Yeah, I was talking about Soham's baptism of fire. His skipper showed trust in him after that first over, and he's repaid him. Yeah, couldn't get under it, Henchard Hamilton. This is a very good shot. Oh, Rajnanan was looking at it, but it was magnificently timed. With effortless ease, he's lifted it over long off. There was a sweeper, he took him on and cleared him onto that dugout. That is a magnificent stroke. Glorious cricketing shot that from Manohar. 9 down. Atlanta Lightning 70 for 1. Well, that aggressive intent from Manohar has allowed Henchard Hamilton to take a back seat for now. That is good batting. Manohar did that when Monak Patel was going well. That is the reason now they're building a solid foundation, Atlanta Lightning. It was aerial, but it was in the gap. And enough legs to go over the fence. Manohar continues in that aggressive vein. That was short and wide, but he had to be very precise with the placement, and he exactly did that. Arjun Patel, boundary very early in the over. It does put the bowler under a lot of pressure, and from that moment onward, you're looking to rescue the over. He's had a few goes at that. This time he got something on it, not enough to earn him a boundary. Well, at least he got a couple on that occasion. But yeah, he's given it a good go, that shot, that switch hit. And don't be surprised if it comes off, because he's not giving up on it. Always making the bowlers think. That is too short. He picked it up beautifully and put it away in great style. He's put the ball under a lot of pressure, and Arjun Patel had to tighten up on the line to avoid that switch hit, and that gave him the opportunity to hit him onto the onside. That is good batting from Manohar. That is very experienced and clever cricket. This time it's aerial again, in the gap again. And this time the sweeper will come around though. Couple of runs, a very, very good over. 2 boundaries in the over. And every ball had been scored off. 83 for 1. And that is the halfway stage of the innings. Very, very good recovery. A good solid foundation being built here by the Atlanta Lightning after that slow start. Players are taking drinks, and at the halfway stage of this innings, Lightning 83 for 1. Welcome back after the drinks break. 83 for 1 Atlanta Lightning looking to build a solid foundation. Monak Patel made 30. He started the ball rolling after a quiet start, and after his departure Manohar has picked up, allowing Hamilton the time to get in. Crucial 10 overs coming up. Plenty of batting in the tank for Lightning. That is beautifully bowled. Hamilton was shaping for the ball that was supposed to come in, and it just left him at the last minute. That is a great piece of skill there from Rajnanan. Be only a single. Yeah, that's the one thing that may hamper Hamilton's progress, is that he's not the very swift runner. And when the big shots dry up, you feel like the pressure builds up. Oh, that wasn't on. Rajanan, he didn't even throw it hard, but it was just so inaccurate over the top of the wicket-keeper. 1 run given away. Unless he fancied bowling at Hamilton, you never know. Because it wasn't a very hard throw. The batter wasn't going anywhere. If that was the plan, it didn't quite work out because Hamilton is off strike again. Well, this is a full weekend of Manali cricket here at Paramveer Sports Complex, and the afternoon game is an absolute humdinger. This one has left him again. Although it was short, but it skidded through. Have a look at that. Still getting that shape away. The arm ball leaving the left-hander. An ugly hoik. Manohar, who's been batting quite stylishly, resorted to that slog to force the issue in over number 11. Just a single. 4 singles of the over. 87 for 1 Atlanta Lightning. Yeah, talking about the afternoon game, it's the top of the table clash in this South Division. It will be between Baltimore Royals and the home side Atlanta Fire. Yesterday, one of the biggest headlines of the day was that Shakib Al Hasan appeared for Atlanta Fire. He had a good feel of the conditions, had a cameo of 27 runs with the bat, unbeaten, and also took 2 wickets. But the star of the show was Stephen Taylor, who made 97. And the Baltimore Royals as well, they have plenty of big players. Mohammad Mohsin, Sarabjit Singh Ladda, Sharad Lumba, formidable players on the circuit. And of course both the teams are undefeated, and that record is going to be broken today. Atlanta Fire and Baltimore Royals. 7 victories rather for the Royals, and 6 on the bounce for Fire. Oh, that's a wild start. Pranav, and it has been given as no ball, so it will be a free hit. It didn't quite come out, and he's complete loss of control. Obviously young leg spinner. It can happen to leg spinners, especially when you're that young. Skipper rightly having a word with him. He was actually landing the ball quite nicely in the pre-game warm-up. But that is pressure definitely though. Pressure early doors. And Manohar 46. has been presented with a gift that could take him to his 50. Festive season is not here yet, but an early gift. Well. Good comeback, Pranav. Lost his shape there. Manohar was looking to drag it towards that cow corner. This is shot, pumped away into the gap. Chases on, but in vain. Slightly short, but lack of pace in the pitch allowed Manohar plenty of time, and that's his 50. Very well played knock, a well constructed knock from Manohar. And now he raises the bat to the gallery. Very well controlled knock. Well played, Manohar. Yeah, that line wouldn't allow him to drag it to the onside, which he preferably would have been wanting. Now this card, the Atlanta Lightning card, as they approach the 100 mark, will represent a very solid foundation and allowing the big hitters to come on and express themselves. Edgy and aerial, not quite carrying to the fielder. Yeah, Henchard Hamilton hasn't got into his stride, but the partnership itself has propelled the Lightning from 51 to 94, so it's a 43-run partnership. That is crucial. It's a team game. Manohar has seized the initiative. Drags it a little bit. He was looking to go a lot straighter. The runs keep coming in the over. 8 of the over. Despite that free hit, Pranav would like to get out of it cheaply without conceding a boundary. That'll represent a good comeback. And he's done that. Just a single to Hamilton. Once again, not in complete control. 12 gone. Lightning 96 for 1. Run rate exactly at 8. Oh, what a delivery! Bowled him. He turned him around and clipped the bails on the way. Henchard Hamilton's struggle has come to an end. Could never really come to terms with the pace of the pitch. And now he's walking back. Arjun Patel with an absolute beauty. Have another look. He's turned and was slow off the pitch. He went through with a shot quite early. Second wicket down for the Lightning. Hamilton gone for 10. 96 for 2. Further changes in the batting order. Swape Thai, who batted quite nicely. He came low down the order yesterday. Once again, that turn there for Arjun Patel. Swape Thai came at number 6 yesterday. Nicholas Curtin, Mark Parchment has been held back. This is smashed straight down the ground. One bounce. Flat and hard. That's a good start for Swape Thai. Got under it. Good use of the bottom hand. And no chance for the sweeper. He's looking to move inside the line to open up that onside, but nicely followed. Good line and good length. 100 has been brought up. In fact, it's 101 now with that single. And despite the loss of the second wicket, it's a very solid platform. Manohar looking around at the onside field. Instead, he moves back and opens up the offside. Calls for 2. Don't think it's happening. Ritwik Epidi is a good athlete. Covers the ground well. He's got a strong arm as well. That is Ritwik Epidi, the new ball bowler. Flat bats it. Good work from Arjun Patel. Single to close out over number 13. It's 103 for 2. Raptors won the toss and they decided to bowl. Nicely watched. Swape Thai has looked in good nick. Obviously has runs behind him from yesterday. He made a good start. Yeah, talking about the decision to win the toss and bowl, definitely that was the right decision under the conditions. But what would be a good score according to the Raptors and what they would like to restrict the Lightning to? Because from this kind of platform, Lightning can, if they have a good finish, it can end up with something in excess of 170. Running hard. Will come back for the second. Yeah, the more and more cricket we play this weekend here at the Paramveer Sports Complex, the teams and the players will realize that anything into the gap on the deep, the fielders not only have to run sideways, but also have to come in because of the slow outfield. This is aerial, but would not carry. And the fielders also will have to cut the angles. So that is a bit of the adjustment that the players will have to make according to the conditions, and the good players, even if they're batters with their running between the wickets or the boundary riders, they will make that adjustment. Aerial, not quite getting hold of it. Well, Manohar has tried it plenty of times. He hasn't got hold of it, and now Shoaib Thai. That shot hasn't been very productive today. No lack of effort though. Quicker delivery into the block hole.
It's tilted to the right. Tilt the right down. No, like tilt the right. I don't know. It's tilted going down. Like the left side is down. Is going down. 100%. Yeah, the right is higher.
Single will close out over number 14.
Yeah, 100%.
Good one from Pranab. As long as they don't concede boundaries from here, that'll be considered a good over. And it's a 109 for 2 after 14.
Yeah.
Flat bats it. Mahesh will get around. Hit the bottom part of the bat from Manohar. Anshra into his third over.
I did it right on. Like right when you told me to. It was perfect.
Nicely bowled. Good line, good length. Especially if you want to bowl that line, the length is very important. Look at how he's going back, setting himself up for that pull. Well, it wasn't short enough, and that little bit of turn. Once again, the turn takes the ball away from Shoaib Thai. Could barely reach it and get only a single. Obviously, Morrisville Raptors, their job will be to pick up wickets or look to pick up wickets. But the second best result for them at this stage is not conceding boundaries or minimize the boundary hits in the remaining 5.3. That won't be the case because it has been struck very, very sweetly.
Yep. Yeah.
Got into the hitting arc and down on one knee. Soars away.
I got the replay. But
Manohar goes from strength to strength.
I don't know. It's like
64 now.
in my opinion. Go into the players that you were before. Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah, that shot hasn't yielded much. For memory, I can think of 6 or 7 attempts by these two batters. No one else has tried it, by the way. Manohar has attempted most of them. That is better. And that soars away again. Manohar continuously putting the bowlers under pressure and quick to pounce on any mistake, although it wasn't a horribly bad delivery, but he just got under it and spanked it over. 15 gone, 123 for 2. $123 for 2. Well, I did say that it wasn't a horribly bad delivery, but it was right in the slot with pace on. And someone who's batting on 64, who was batting at 64 at the time. That was easy pickings. Manohar now gets up to 70 now. Advait Badhe is the new man. Another youngster. You could tell by looking at these players from the Raptors, they are extremely young. Has been given that big platform though. His start was much better than Pranav. Low full toss. Didn't sound very sweet at all. Short and wide. Thumped away. Tyson will give the chase. And comes up with the ball. Brilliant effort. That is superb piece of outfielding from Tyson. Very, very athletic. Yeah, he does need a drink and he deserves it. The bowlers appreciate that kind of support. He skidded on a little bit. Shoaib Ty's timing has deserted him. He came in looking pretty good, but he hasn't seen much of the strike and seems to have lost that rhythm a little bit. Bowled him. What a big wicket. And look at the joyous celebration from Advait Badhe. That is a massive wicket for his team because Manohar, who was batting so well, had his good line, good length, and backing away far too much Manohar on that occasion. He'll have to take the long walk back, but he's played a wonderful knock. A magnificent 71. And Atlanta Lightning are now 128 for 3. Nicholas Curtin, the new man in.
Hold on. Okay, the camera's lagging. There's like it's static. No, the far.
16 overs gone. 129 for 3.
I'm showing it on near side because there's not. The near side looks.
Like I was just saying in the last over,
Far side is
definitely
really glitchy.
wickets will slow the progress of the run making.
No, like there's like sprays of screen. Like it looks good now.
And someone as set as Manohar was at the crease, it will make an impact. Although
It was like
the way the innings has panned out so far, when Monak Patel was going hard, Manohar took a back seat, and then Manohar took charge, allowed Hamilton, who couldn't capitalize, but Manohar was still going, and Swaip Thai has played 12 deliveries, 13, so he's well in. It really helps the batting team, or the bowling team rather, if you are at this late stage are able to get 2 new batters in the middle. That hasn't happened, or you'd say that Atlanta Lightning didn't allow that to happen. Very difficult to get the leg before from that angle. He's bowled very well, Ritwik Apedi, and his captain showing full faith in him, making him bowl the difficult overs. So he bowled in the power play, and now if things goes well, I think he may end up bowling over number 17 and 19. Slow delivery, thumped straight down the ground. Raj Nanan occupying one of the hot spots, the skipper. Curtin is a big hitter, so he won't be faced by the situation. This is very, very important. 15-20 minutes coming up. 4 overs, at least 40 that the Lightning will be aiming for to get them up above that 170 that we talked about earlier. One hand off the handle. It won't matter though. Landed pretty close to the boundary. And one bounce for he got done in pace though, but still went through with the shot. And Junaid was in the firing line. Our ball follow. He is actually in the firing line, pretty straight today. A stronger hit with both hands on the handle may come his way. He's just asked me for a helmet. I'll send you one in a minute. These are some strong players. Good length, good comeback. And although Ritwik Apedi conceded a boundary on the previous delivery, if you get a chance to have a look at that boundary again, you see he defeated the batter with his pace and also bowled it away from him, away from the hitting arc. It's just that hand coming off the handle allowed Swaip Thai to extend his reach and still make a solid enough connection. Edge will run away. Third is inside the circle. Arjun Patel gives up the chase but in vain. Not convincing at all, but first boundary for Curtin. And despite not doing a lot wrong, 10 off the over. That is because Atlanta Lightning have the platform, they have the wickets in hand. And if Morrisville Raptors are not careful, it can really go pear-shaped from here. Edged and taken. He was looking to find that gap intentionally on this occasion. It went straight to the fielder. And Curtin's knock has come to an end. And a good reward for Ritwik Epidi for his persistence. His execution has been pretty good despite being put under a lot of pressure. Curtin gone for 6. Lightning 139 for 4. Mark Parchment batting at number 6. For the most part, he bats in the top order. He batted at number 4 yesterday. Has been pushed further down. With only 18 deliveries to go. And so far, up until even this late stage, the young charges of Morrisville Raptors, they've really held their own against some experienced cricketers, some very good cricketers. They would just like to close out the job. That is great piece of footwork. Footwork was the key. And he got close enough to get the free swing of the bat. That is classy piece of batting. Swabe tie. Carrying on his good form from yesterday. Although it was a disastrous day for his team with the bat. He had to rescue a hopeless situation. But time in the middle has done him good. And his team as well. Shots of catch it. Oh, Raj Nanan. That valiant attempt. Wasn't able to get the catch. Generally very, very safe. Have a closer look. He must be disappointed with himself because he got there, which was the hard part. And Badhe creating opportunities. He's already had 1 wicket. Almost got swept high. He's got under it. And this time it's been taken. Ansh Roy. Safe pair of hands. Does it very, very calmly. The youngster keeps impressing everyone. Look at how beautifully he lined it up. And saw it into his hands all the way. A good knock from swept high has come to an end. A little cameo. 26 of 18. And the Lightning now 147 for 5. Amil Aponso, the new man in. But they couldn't be denied for too long after that drop from Raj Nanan. Came back and got the wicket of Shoaib Thai. This is up and over. Sweeper is there though. Well, he came late in the innings to bowl, but that return of 2 for 15 of 2, not bad at all. 18 gone, 148 for 5. Couldn't get under it. Amil Aponso, it's the start of over number 19. Well, I was talking just a while ago that Atlanta Lightning didn't allow Raptors to have 2 new batters at any time. And that is almost the worst time to have 2 new batters going into over number 19 and 20 against their best bowler, or their most experienced bowler. Oh, they're going up. They're going up. It was pretty wide and given as wide by Aditya Gajar. He waited long enough for all the drama and antics to unfold, and then he stretched his arm and coolly and calmly called it a wide. A little word there between Raj Nanan and the umpire. He's gone under it, but not far enough. Mahesh takes a catch. And Raj Nanan, not much celebrations, but he knows that keep taking wickets and this run score, the total, they could just keep him under 170. Amil Aponso, the latest one to depart. He's gone for 2, 151 for 5. Subhashankar, the new man in. Only 9 deliveries left in the innings. Arm delivery. Saharsh gives the chase. Won't be able to stop the second run. Good effort from the youngster though. Here that total, that 170, looked quite certain for the most part after the halfway stage. Now with the wickets falling at 139, 147, 151, they would do well from here, the Lightning, to get up to that 170 with only 8 deliveries to go. Tucks him up nicely. This is good bowling from Raj Nanan. Leg by. His figures 1 for 14. And it's hard to believe that he wouldn't have bowled his 4 overs into his 3rd over. The skipper didn't complete his 4 overs with 1 to go. Have to see who will bowl that last over from the far end. Well, this is off the meat of the bat, and this has gone all the way. Mark Parchment hit that ball with plenty of anger and disdain. Boundary to close out over number 19. It's 160 for 6. There you go. No T20 innings will be complete without this these days. And although it took 19.1 overs, but we have seen one. And that's gone all the way. That's a good start to the final over. Ritwik Apidi, who's bowled well, has been given the final over. The tough over. He's bowled all his 3 overs from this combox end. And now he's bowling from the far end. Well, despite that little late hiccup, that 160 once again looks pretty imminent. One hand off. May land safely, and they will come back for the second. Sankar is quite quick, so is Mark Parchment. Once again, brilliant piece of bowling, change of pace. But at this stage of the innings, the batter was prepared to go through with the shot, and it didn't quite carry in the deep. You're talking about that 170. Now 12 of the last 3 deliveries means that they're back on course, Atlanta Lightning. This sounded very nicely. And Ansh can only watch it sail over the fence. That is a little bit of a flurry there from Subsankar. Length ball though, you have to say. Apidi was guilty of bowling it right in the slot. It could well have been a slow delivery. I have to see again if it was a slow delivery. It was, but this time the batter picked it up very nicely. A lot of credit to the batter on that occasion for this wonderful strike. 172 with 3 to go. This has proved to be an expensive spell of the last 4 deliveries. 18 has come. 6 of Rajnanan's last delivery. Another slow delivery. A dipping full toss. This time not a sweet connection at all. Tyson with a one-handed pickup. Oh, the ball bouncing over the stumps. Parchment had to take a chance. He's very quick. But this was excellent piece of work there in the deep from Tyson. But the runs continue to flow. "14 off the over with 2 to go. Moving right inside the line again. This time not a sweet connection. And finally, Parchment will get to face a delivery in this final over, and that will be the last ball of the innings. But Atlanta Lightning would think they've got the desired total on the board already. 175. Obviously, if Lightning are able to win this, they will keep the race alive for qualification. But the Raptors, if they're not able to win today, that race will be a 3-horse race and Raptors will be out. Still plenty of cricket left today and in the rest of this group. Wide, Parchment moved right across. He wanted to give strike back to Shubhankar, who is coming back actually. This is great piece of running. I don't think the ball hit the stumps, and I didn't think Saharsh got the ball in his gloves. Be an interesting replay. A lot happening here. Saharsh knocking the stumps off with his gloves. And all that hustle. 3 runs, including the wide. 178 for 6. And it's still Parchment who will get the strike for the final delivery. Over rates has been great in this innings. Just about an hour and 32 minutes, and it took us through the innings. Flow of the game maintained wonderfully well by the Raptors and both the umpires as well. Parchment will run and run, but doesn't want to go for that second run. A single to close out Atlanta Lightning's innings, and they have finished at 179. Target will be 180 for the Raptors. A very, very good innings, good effort with the bat from the Lightning. They had contributions all the way through. They had little partnerships as well, and Mark Parchment and Shubhankar giving the final touches to an overall a very good knock. 71 at the top from Nicholas Manohar. That was a very, very good knock. Monak Patel looked very good for his 30. They provided a very good opening start, and then they continued throughout. Swept tie with another contribution of 26, and Shubhankar 16 of just 7 provided that grandstand finish. Bowling was pretty decent for the most part. Ritvik Apedi came in for some punishment towards the end, but he was very impressive in his first spell. Ansh Rai, the youngster, bowled pretty well, and skipper Raj Ninan bowling only 3 overs. That will be a question mark because he bowled quite beautifully as well. Time for lunch here, and it's a mid-innings break. The target for the Raptors will be 180 in 20 overs. We'll take a break as well and be back with the run chase in a short while. Welcome back to Paramveer Sports Complex. It's Minor League Cricket 2025 and South Division clash between Morrisville Raptors and Atlanta Lightning. Lightning had a very good first innings, 179. That is after they were put in. And a very solid effort with the bat for the Lightning. Monak Patel 30, Manohar with 71, and Sweptai got themselves amongst the runs. And now it's time for the run chase. The young Morrisville Raptors batting lineup, they'll be challenged against some very good and experienced cricketers. Amila Ponso with the ball in his hand. Sahar Shwetan at the non-striker end. Siddhant Reddy taking the strike. And what a start! What a fantastic blow this is! And that's landed over the drum beaters of the Atlanta Lightning. That is some statement. Have a look at it soar and land. That is good enough to silence the drums for now at least. That is a wonderful start.
I got on you as soon as I was gonna say it. As soon as you said it, I told
you. Good comeback. Amila Ponso must have been stunned by the response from Reddy on that first delivery. Attacking the stumps, but this is through. Chase is on. Nicholas Manohar with the chase. A couple more runs. Very nicely played stroke by Reddy again. I'm pretty sure Amila Ponso wasn't ready for that. The response that he got from Reddy. That is off the edge, flying away. That is really up. Send a very good message to the dugout as well. That strike from Reddy. It's a long way though to 180. Well, Nicholas Manohar has seen plenty of the ball in the first over. Mark Parchment and McNally inside the ring on the offside. The other two fielders. Parchment, direct hit, and overthrows. Oh, what a great save on the boundary. Nicholas Curtin saving a certain boundary. That is a helter-skelter start. Therefore, the Morrisville Raptors, our scorer is still figuring out how many came of that final delivery. Probably 2. 10 for none after the first over. Akhil Posa. Start of over number 2. Starts off with a waiver delivery. Henchard Hamilton. Bit of an early exercise for him as well. Got down nicely in the end. If you're Atlanta Lightning, one thing you cannot do is to set in any kind of complacency. This game can really humble you. Back on it again. Akhil Posa. He's very, very good bowler. His development has been pretty good in the last couple of years, but this year especially, he's looking quite different. And he's been given the lead role with the new ball by the Atlanta Lightning. No ball. First a wide and now a no ball, and it will be a free hit. Umpire Sandeep. Reddy, who's already had one maximum, is looking around because this is a free hit. Beautifully picked up. What a shot. Another 6 for Reddy. Well, this is some beginning. Free hit, slow delivery, but he picked it up off the hand and put it away in style. Well, Reddy is really sending a very, very clear message to the Atlanta Lightning. Well, that was off the pad, is it? Not much appeal, not much celebration. Both final again, third man are up in the ring. Long on and deep square leg. Fuller delivery. Just directed. He was stranded. Reddy was stranded and the ball didn't hit the stumps. Oh, he had all the time in the world. Emilio Aponso couldn't find the stumps. It's a good start. They do not want to give it away through a run out or anything of that sort. Saharsh has gone now, opening up that offside. They've really reaped the rewards of their aggressive intent, looking to go through the offside, but the thick inside half of the bat took it away to the onside. I don't think Saharsh will mind one bit. Yeah, well, already a much better beginning, because yesterday they were 11 for 6 and now inside 2 overs, 24 for none. This one is through. Swept high with a very clumsy effort. That will bring 2 more runs. Have a look at that chase there from Sohaib Thai, and then very untidy towards the end. 2 overs gone. A fiery start from the Raptors. 26 for none. Well, that early burst there from the 2 openers have rattled Lightning just a little bit. You may feel that. And although it's a long way to go, but this early few strikes, they've really woken up the Atlanta Lightning team, and they're thinking that they're in the middle of the battle. It'll be a challenge for the Raptors to continue that onslaught for any length of time. Interesting viewing. That is well bowled, Amila Ponso. He was watching Saharsh move around and then slowed it down, threw it away from him. Big turning delivery. Saharsh probably premeditating a little bit. Mila Ponso, not a convincing appeal, but he's slowing it down. That is very, very clever bowling. Saharsh just walks away from the action a little bit, trying to take out a little bit of heat that he's feeling. Change of field as well. Another man brought into the onside. Watch out for that quick delivery from Amila Ponso. Homing in on those stumps. Oh, still making him wait for that delivery. Another slow delivery. And Saharsh has hit it straight to the fielder. A good comeback from the experienced left arm spinner. Raptors 27 for none after 3. Well, the famous drums from Atlanta Lightning, they've been silenced for now, thanks to that wonderful attacking start from the Raptors. The 2 openers, especially Reddy. A different challenge as McNally will be given the ball. The experienced seamer. He does bring a lot into the game, McNally, with his experience. He's a steady performer over the years. Probably won't be more than a single. Manohar gets to it. And Saharsh may like this because he may like the pace on the ball. As the Raptors dugout. What a shot! Sit back and enjoy this. Width on offer. The length was there, and Saharsh just creams it away. I did think that Saharsh, who generally bats at the top of the order, even in the longer formats, may like pace on the ball. And he looked very comfortable there, handling with the pace of McNally. It gets better and better for the Raptors. That is kept low. Well watched by Henchard Hamilton behind the stumps. Bouncing awkwardly in front of him. Yeah, just not happy with himself, Saharsh. Yeah, just need to just stick to the basics. Just watch the ball from the bowler's hand. He's young. This is a big stage for him against some experienced cricketers. He's played for USA U19, but here he's against some very experienced cricketers. That is better. Feel bat on ball wherever you can, and the runs will follow. He's pacing anxiously after every delivery. That would tell that he hasn't quite hit his zone just yet. A zone that most of the top batters talk about. McNally, that is wayward and sloppy. No chance for Henchard Hamilton. Well, that will ease some bit of pressure from Saharsh. He got the boundary and then he got 3 extras. They're keeping up with the required run rate. Have to wait for the umpire's signal as well. Probably it will be a leg by. Yes, indeed it is. 9 of the over. Not a bad one at all for the Raptors. It's 36 for none after 4. Different challenges for these youngsters now in the shape of Fani Samadri, who is quite unique. If any of those players haven't faced him, I'm pretty sure they might not have faced anything similar. Calls for two, and we'll pick it up quite comfortably. There is a slight hold up. What is Saharsh on about? Well, the only person closest to behind the side screen is our cameraman. That is Junaid. He wants to move his... Okay, that is... Well, that round the wicket angle, or left arm over the wicket angle, means that Saharsh wanted the sideboard right in the right position. Well, taking that opportunity, both the batters have got themselves a drink as well. Very well earned drink. Like I mentioned earlier, it's slightly hotter than yesterday, and it does feel like that, and probably more so in the middle. We are in the shade and we can feel the heat. Saharsh has got what he wanted. You could say that definitely wants that clearer background because of the tricks that Fani Samadri offers. He wants to watch his hand very closely. A clear background. Nothing wrong with that. That's in the air. It didn't carry. Manohar gives the chase again, and Saharsh comes back for the second. That very good start has really cheered up the dugout for the Raptors, making plenty of noise and plenty of encouragement. 40 for none at the moment. Have a look at those youngsters. They look very excited. Coach is there. He's trying to keep them calm. Skipper Rajnanan at the back, watching on. Has gone and not quite over the top, and that is the breakthrough. Saharsh loses his wicket, and that is first blood for Atlanta Lightning. They needed it because both of these youngsters had provided a very good start to the Raptors, but now the fun has ended for Saharsh. He's gone for 15, and it's 40 for 1. Mahesh batting at number 3. A left-hander has walked to the middle after the dismissal of Saharsh. Fani Samadri, as he so often does, provides the breakthrough for his side. Not easy for these youngsters to just judge the bag of tricks that Samadri has up his sleeve. Wow, nicely timed. First delivery. Pace on from Samadri and off the back foot. Very nicely played. Straight to the fielder though. A dot ball to finish off over number 5. It's a 40 for 1. McNally. Will bowl his second over. Last over before power play. Start of over number 6. Goes past the outside edge. Reddy, who started off so brightly, hasn't seen much of the strike in the last 2 to 3 overs. Chance, it went straight to the fielder, but he couldn't pick it up on the first attempt. Fani Samadri had the opportunity. Both these batters were running as soon as they hit it. Well. Mahesh now taking strike. He played one delivery. He looked pretty good in that. There's a wide slip in place for McNally. He goes past the outside edge, angling in, straightening down the line. That was a terrific delivery. Not easy for anyone, let alone if you're facing your second delivery. Well, they have to be careful with their running between the wicket. Mahesh and Reddy. Another misunderstanding. We heard the drums now, just briefly. They're making a little comeback in those last 2 overs. The Lightning, having got the wicket of Saharsh and only 5 of Fani Samadri's last over. Just the one has come off of this over with 2 deliveries to go. Has he got it cleanly enough for it to earn him a boundary? Yes, he has. And a much needed boundary before the power play comes to a close. Mahesh got under it. Probably didn't quite come off the middle, but just enough on it to earn him his first boundary. And his first scoring shot as well. At the end of the power play, the Lightning had 47. And Raptors will close out the power play on 45 for 1. Neck to neck at this stage, as power play is done and dusted. Swept tie. The experienced man has got the ball in his hand. Like I said, the comparison at this stage, 47 the Lightning were and 45 the Raptors. Pretty close. Edgy, that went away with the arm. Monak Patel gives the chase. Yeah, talking about the comparison at 6 overs, but that the gulf of experience and claws, you just expect that this difference of 2 runs will increase as the innings progresses. And if it doesn't, you will be seeing a very, very big upset. So far so good for the Raptors. 3 of the first 2 deliveries. Fantastic weather on a Saturday here in the afternoon, just past midday local time, 12:22. Very quiet and serene settings inside edge. Yeah, this area, the Rydell, where the Paramveer Sports Complex is a quite suburban area of Atlanta, just about an hour away. This is gone straight up. Henchard Hamilton takes it, and Mahesh's brave stay has come to an end. The guile and the experience of Sweep Tie, just a little bit too much. Had to drag it from outside the off stump. Little bit of turn meant there was a top edge, and Hamilton with no mistake. Mahesh gone for 4. The Raptors 48 for 2. Soham, the new batter, 48 for 2. Sweep Tie getting a wicket in his first over. Nice dab has been the most profitable area in this over. Waited for the ball to turn and play it past Monak Patel. Dot to finish off over number 7. It's 49 for 2. Start of over number 8. It's 49 for 2. The Raptors, that required run rate has just crept up above 10. Fani Samadri. Soham, who's only played one delivery. New to the crease. Have to watch out very carefully with what Fani Samadri does. Nicely knocks it into the gap to bring up 50 for the Raptors. 15 to the 8th over with only 2 wickets down. That is a much better effort from yesterday. Remember, they were 6 down for 11. Reddy, who hit a Mila Ponce for that 6 of the first delivery, has taken a back seat. He's looking. No chance for the second. Subhash Sankar. Yeah, that 6 that he hit seems a long time ago. Pressure building, you could feel it. The scoreboard has gone stagnant. Odd single here and there. Nothing much in terms of boundaries. Obviously, we're outside of power play now, though, so much more protection. Another play and a miss. Fani Samadri throwing it wider and slower, asking the batter to make all the running. That is after he can pick what was coming out of the hand. There was a slight misunderstanding, but still were able to get away for a single. And that is the most they can do. With 3 singles of the over, 8 gone, 52 for 2. Start of over number 9. 52 for 2. Sweep tie. Nice little lap there. There is a big chase for the fielder. It won't go to the boundary. And 2 runs. Fani Samadri had to give a long chase. Having just bowled the over, still was able to restrict them to just the couple. He has to run a long way back to his position. Slows it in the air. Sweptai is a very experienced cricketer and a very good cricketer, both with bat and ball. Good use of the feet. Akhil Posa gets to the ball and sends in a strong return. Yeah, Soeb tight. Just telling him as an off spinner, he wants his mid off pretty straighter and he wants his long on wider. I did mention a while ago, it's a quiet and serene neighborhood. Does get a bit busy this time of the day though, on a Saturday afternoon. It's again straight. This time the positioning is great and the catch spilled. Not the easiest of chances for Akhil Posa. He was diving forward, full stretch. 10 out of 10 for the effort. But having got there with both hands, he would be disappointed with himself. Very, very athletic dive there. Worth having another look if we can after this ball. Sweep shot. Plenty of work there for Fani Samadri. And the scoreboard has started to move along a little bit in this over. 6 of the over. The requirement is more than 10. And it will remain 6 of the over. Probably will be 7 of the over. As the batter, they were prepared to run. The ball came in and struck the striker. That throw was completely unnecessary, you would feel, but that's how it went. 9 overs gone. 7 of over number 9. It's 59 for 2. $60 for 2. Amilo Ponce into over number 3. Probably just about time to look around to see where the lunch was. We've seen plenty of good cricket, plenty of entertainment, but now when it's this time of the day, the priorities slightly shift towards other things. Mine especially does towards food. Aiden, I could see he's a young man, only 19-year-old, part of our production team, has smashed away. Look at that sore. That was ready, feasting in on Amila Ponce once again. He's took a liking to Amila Ponso. This is his second six.
Ready. I'm on you. Reset.
And then the single. That is very good. Very good from the youngster. Yeah, if the action continues like this, we don't need any other distractions. This has been good. Last over 7 came of it. 8 of the first 3 here. Building a bit of a momentum going into the halfway stage. That is more clever batting. This time it's Soham. And we'll come back for the second. A very miserly bowler usually, Amila Ponso, has been put for runs by these youngsters from the Raptors. This is top edge over the head of Hamilton. More runs. McNally gives the chase this time, and it's 2 more runs. Well, they're taking some real good momentum into the drinks break, into the halfway stage of the innings. 71 for 2. Knocks it into the gap again, not coming back for the second. So at the halfway stage, Raptors looking to mount their challenge. Has gone up to 72 for 2. Ready 32 and Soham 15. Looking to rebuild. Drinks break here at the Paramveer Sports Complex. 72 for 2. Welcome back to Paramveer Sports Complex. We've just had the mid-innings drinks break. Raptors 72 for 2, needing another 108 in the remaining 10 overs. They mounted a much better challenge today. This one is short and put away. That was easy pickings. Boundary earlier on in the over. Really puts the pressure back onto the bowling side. Subhash Sankar didn't see him bowl yesterday. He's been given a ball, but he started off in a sloppy manner. Yeah, the momentum that the Raptors took into the drinks break, they've started off carrying that. That's another shot, asking for trouble. Didn't really get what it deserved, to be honest. But there was a phase between over number 6 and 8 where the runs dried up and they fell behind the run rate, but over number 9 was good. Over number 10 was even better. And this is not a bad start at all to over number 11. Just pulls away at the last minute. Ready. Wide down the leg side, that round the wicket angle. Subhash Sankar, who played a cameo with the bat, now goes around and changes the angle. So much turn on offer. A side screen needs to be moved. Saharsh had moved that side screen to his liking when Fani Samadri was bowling left arm over. Now it's right arm over. Shankar, who'd previously bowled right arm round the wicket. The line is no different though. He's consistently been bowling outside the leg stump and pretty short. He can consider himself pretty lucky that the damage so far is only 7 runs. Against oh, he's fluffed his lines. Henchard Hamilton, quicker delivery. This time it was wide outside the off stump. Henchard Hamilton hasn't been at his very best. It's a long throw into the wind, but they were only happy with one. You gotta make this decision nice and early as soon as you strike the ball. See that Henchard Hamilton couldn't get hold of the ball. An opportunity went a begging. One hand off. It's in the air and it's carried all the way. A wind did come to the help. It wasn't very clean strike, but it kept going away and away with the wind. And just lands over the fence. An excellent start to their run chase after the drinks break. 14 of the over. 86 for 2 after 11. It's very canny from Amila Ponso. He watches the batter till the very last minute. But Lightning, they're in a fight here. Slow delivery. A lot of credit to the Raptors. They've taken the game to the Lightning.
11.2.
Once again, not off the meat, but he'll pick up runs. 38-run partnership already for the third wicket. They had a 40-run partnership for the first wicket, so partnerships are key in run chase situations. Ponso has brought some sanity back for the Lightning after 14 in the previous over. Just one delivery to go in his spell. None for 25 for the wily left arm spinner. Rarely ever you see him go wicketless. Will close out with that single. 2 of the over. Excellent stuff from Amila Ponso. None for 26 off his 4. And over number 12 closes out at 88 for 2 for the Raptors. Siddhant Reddy on 40 of just 26. Soham 22 of 22. Got too close to this one. This is the start of over number 13. Fani Samadri. He's a very skillful bowler. But he's not the best of the athletes going around. Beautifully played. Great use of the feet and superb placement. One of the more pleasing strokes in cricket. 1, 2 and bang. And look at the placement. The sweeper couldn't get to it. Getting a boundary early in the over. After that quiet over, last one from Amila Ponso. They're looking to put pressure back on Sankar, who's really struggled. 19 of his 8 deliveries so far. 1.2 overs from Sankar. This has gone straight down. Just one bounce. He got under it. But lucky that he didn't quite get hold of it, because it would have carried to that fielder at long on. Slows it down. Savash Sankar. Leg by. It's gone straight. Akhil Posa gets it, overruns it. Oh dear, oh dear. Did he step over the rope with the ball in his hand? And it's been given as 4. Happened right in front of our camp. Just at the bottom of your screen. He just stepped on that rope. And given as 4. Raptors, they look very excited. Posa once again. We'll see the ball. 100 has been brought up. And 13 overs. The run chase is well and truly on. 80 needed of the last 7 overs. 13 gone, 100 for 2. Start of over number 13. It's 100 for 2. 80 needed. Akil Posa with the ball in hand. Smashed away. Was a great effort. He got a hand to it. Couple of runs there. He barely got his fingertips to it. That was the right area. It just didn't quite come off the middle. And look at how Soham has got up to 34 of 27 balls. This is a very good partnership. Look at that. But it's gone straight up. Well, the idea was right. The execution wasn't. And that is a much needed wicket for the Lightning. A nervous beat of the drums. You can hear them in the distance. But a very good partnership has come to an end. Soham gone for 34. Atlanta Lightning getting together. And they will be happy with this breakthrough. The Raptors 102 for 3. Skipper Raj Nanan seizing the opportunity, promoting himself. And he's now batting at number 5. That required run rate 11.70. They need to carry on with this momentum. They cannot allow it to go any up. And 2 runs on the first delivery and then the wicket. Akil Posa. Tessimad with a short pitch delivery that was given as wide. Umpire Sandeep. That was a risky ploy there from Akil Posa with a fine leg up. Any bit of bat would have run away to the boundary. Straight to that short fine leg fielder. It's quite pacey there from Akil Posa. He's very, very fit, Akil Posa, and it's quite loose. Having been chasing the ball in the last 10 minutes or so. So coming into this spell, he's quite loose. It's warm already. He's slipping into a good rhythm. Reddy with the 41 of 28. Really needs to continue. He's played a very good innings. Goes for the big swipe. He's feeling the pinch. Hit on the back leg. Talking about Reddy's innings, 41 of 29 now. He had a very good partnership with Soham. Both of them added 54 runs for the third wicket after Saharsh was partnering Reddy for the opening stand of 40. So run chases, they do need partnerships, and that is the reason that the Raptors are still in the game, because they've had two good partnerships. They need one more right now, and at a good pace. 2 runs per ball required from here on in. Flashed it away. Akhil Posa's pace is impressive. It'll be a good battle with Raj Nanan, who scored a 50 yesterday, having forged a partnership with Ansh Rai when they were 6 wickets down for just 11. Raj Nanan batted quite nicely, so he's in good nick. Slow delivery, well bowled, beautifully disguised. Raj will pick up the single, but this is a very good over from Akhil Posa. Monak Patel doesn't normally make this kind of mistakes. 14 gone. Raptors 106 for 3. Start of over number 15, Shoaib Thai, the experienced off spinner, will look to bowl a tidy over to get that required run rate of 12.51. Even go higher. More than 2 per ball is the requirement going into the last 6 overs. Equation is very simple. If you want to know which team is in control, that shot hasn't yielded much. Shoaib Thai himself tried one. Manohar tried half a dozen of those. And now Siddhant Reddy. It's not a clean connection. And taken. Manohar with the catch. And that is the breakthrough. Reddy was looking to keep up with the required run rate. He's very reluctant to leave the park, but that is a very good catch. Tumbling take. Manohar having played a wonderful knock, coming good in the field, but Siddhant Reddy should take a lot of applause for his effort. He's played a wonderful knock. 42 or just 32. And the Raptors now 107 for 4. Tyson, the new man in. Task is getting more and more difficult. The experience of the Lightning showing under tough circumstances. Rajnanan in the middle, but he's lost a set batter in Reddy. Oh, it's gone straight to the fielder through his hands. That is very unusual and very lucky there for Tyson. You must say he's got a good piece on it, and it just burst through the hands. Nicholas Curtin, who's normally very safe, has tipped it over the bar. And that is good for Tyson. A good start for the young man. What was that? A spinner bowling a bouncer. Swept high. Digs it into his own half. Clearly surprising Tyson. 15 gone, 113 for 4. Start of over number 16. 67 needed of 30 balls. Looking to go back for the second. Murray's quick, but he's been left stranded. And the fingers up. Rajnanan declining the second run, and the throw came pretty flat and hard at the striker's end. Never two in there. But the youngster trying his best to get the captain back on strike. 1-6 and out for Murray. Run out. Nicholas Curtin is the man who dropped that chance earlier. Makes amends with a fantastic throw.
I just showed it. I'm on you now.
And the Lightning losing wickets at this crucial juncture now. 113 for 5. Well, both these men had a good partnership yesterday. Ansh Rai, the new man in, getting off the mark immediately. And Rajnanan, the skipper. Big strikes need to come. Will be very difficult against that kind of length as well. McNally round the wicket, angling in.
Thank you, sir. Is it different? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, McNally is very experienced at this stage of the innings. Two left-handers coming around the wicket to them. And aiming for the base of the stump. Creating a big angle wide of the crease. This time, a slow delivery pays off.
I'm on you.
Well, at the halfway stage. You would have thought 180 was very, very difficult anyway. But credit to the Raptors. They've really given it a good go for the first 15 overs. With the fall of that last wicket from the wicket of Tyson, it's becoming harder. Once again, that Yorker, Anshrai, trying his best. Will pick up an overthrow, or will he throw once again? Nicely picked up by Hamilton, but Anshrai's got in. Yeah, at the beginning, if you look at both the sides on paper, I mean, the gulf in class and experience, quite a telling one. It's quite a wide one, and really, you have to give credit to the Raptors for being in the game for so long, because the way they capitulated yesterday, you thought it'll be a difficult day for them to come back from that, but their effort with the ball was tidy, and with the bat for the first 15 overs, they mounted a challenge and still not giving up. "16 overs gone, it's 118 for 5. "24 deliveries, 62 needed. This has gone up. Two fielders converging and taken. That was very well judged and taken. Mark Parchment, he's a safe pair of hands. With the swirling wind, he really made sure there was no jitters, no dramas. Pulled his length, asking the big man to go for a big hit. He had no choice really, Rajnanan. He's walking back for 5, and Raptors now 118 for 6. "118 for 6 now. Pranav, the new man, in. 23 deliveries, 62. With each passing delivery, that equation is getting more and more difficult. Despite their best effort, the margin would be quite big, it may seem. Monak Patel, the skipper, would think that things are pretty much under control. Raptors really never got away from them, but they remain in the game. But the last couple of overs, really, with wickets falling, means that this challenge has subsided. Akil Posa takes it. Bit of a tumble at the end, but he was always safe. A good pair of hands. And this is coming to an end quite spectacularly. No distance, more elevation. And 18 for 7 now. Four wickets for Sweptar with the ball. Experienced man really bringing out all his experience when needed, and closes out with a double wicket maiden. That is superb effort with the ball from Sweptar. 4 for 18 his return, to go with the cameo that he played with the bat as well. 26. 17 gone, 118 for 7. Another high ball in the direction of Nicholas Curtin. 17 deliveries, 61 runs. That is too much of a difference to overcome with 7 wickets down. Arjun Patel, the new man in. Sweptar and Fani Samadri once again has been outstanding with the ball for the Lightning. And a typical commentator's curse. A tame wide given away. Well, looking ahead to the afternoon, the second game of the day. Has got something on it. Hamilton wasn't sure where that went. Umpire shaping up to give it a leg by. Yeah, it has been given as. Yeah, talking about the second game of the day. See in the distance, both the teams have arrived. Atlanta Fire and Baltimore Royals, the two top of the table teams and unbeaten teams in this year's Omana League Championship. Ansh Rai has gone big and wide and away to the boundary. Oh, not quite. Oh, Nicholas Curtin tumbling away. Probably didn't get a hand to it. Just hit his body and stayed inside the field of play. Just 2 runs for Ansh. This is top effort from Nicholas Curtin, thinking that the game is almost in the bag, and he's still giving it his all. So is Henchard Hamilton. Another scramble. It didn't look very tidy the way Henchard Hamilton rolled, but still does the job. 14 deliveries to go, and you really have to admire the character that young Ansh Rai has shown. He's always in it with the ball, in the field. He's quite good. He's very young. Probably the youngest this week here, Ansh Rai. And we saw yesterday batting at his team being 11 for 6. Came in and batted all the way through, remained unbeaten. also with the bat as well, even at this late stage. He's trying a dot to finish off Fani Samadri. Over number 18 is 124 for 7. For 7. Good luck, boys. Good luck. Good game, hey? So, are you out today? You're not playing? Bad knee. Over number 19, Subhash Sankar. All too expensive overs, but Monak Patel wants to have give him a good go. And whilst, like I said, the game seems to be in the bag, no harm. This is not strong enough from Ansh Rai to go anywhere close to the boundary fence. You're talking about Monak Patel and his use of the resources. That run chase never got away from him. Even in the middle, after the drinks break, he gave 2 overs to Subhash Sankar. And he went for 25 in those 2 overs. Still was able to pull things back, Monak Patel as a skipper, with the kind of resources he had. Good footwork, and despite the despairing dive from Akhil Posa, a boundary for Arjun Patel. Is not getting any easier for Subhash Shankar. Have a look at that dive, although he was already out of the field of play. That is very athletic there from Akhil Posa. This one drags it to car corner. Lightning has been made to work right till the end, and that is a credit for the Raptors. The victory margin at the end may seem quite large, but yeah, if you consider the difference, like I said, between experience between the two teams, Raptors could take a lot away. And Ansh is the only batter who's got the switch hit going, and he gets the boundary. Finally we got one good connection, and that has come off the bat of Ansh Rai. Good innovative batting. He has a very solid temperament as well, the young man. I was just talking about his skills, but equally, if not more important, is the temperament, and he's got it all. Watch out for this young man in future, I'm telling you. This is another solid strike. Akhil Posa chasing the leather again. This time gets to it and throw quite wide, but a long throw at the striker end. Ansh Rai is on 12 now. And that's gone. He was falling over, and I think the decision has come. A little bit of a fumble still from Henchard Hamilton, but I don't think it was given out, was it? No, not quite. He's still staying in. No movement in the dugout. Probably that little fumble that we saw from Henchard Hamilton, as we have another look, allowed Ansh Rai to come back. There you go, little fumble, and enough for Rai to come back into his crease. 19 gone, 136 for 7. Final over of the game. This is gone straight up. Another high ball in the wind. There have been some teasers today for the Lightning fielders. And once again it fell away from them. Last rights of this game, but the next game is a mouth-watering clash. Top two teams in the division. Yeah, Atlanta Fire has arrived, so has the Baltimore Royals. Promises to be a great game. The weather is set fair. There's just a few clouds in the sky, but the breeze is nice. It's very pleasant, and Atlanta Fire always brings quite a lot of their crowd to watch, so it will be good atmosphere. Yeah, really looking forward to that game. Four deliveries left. Talking about the Royals, formidable batting lineup that they have. Kumarjeet Singh, Mukhtar, Agni, Sharad Lamba. As we watch a run out. A really soft dismissal at the end. Things are capitulating and coming to a tame end after a brave fight from the Raptors. What did it happen? It just ricocheted off the inside edge and onto the stumps. To be honest, I didn't quite get it, as I saw the ball roll to short third, but Arjun Patel is gone for 8, and it's 140 for 8 now. Rithwik Epide is the new man. Yeah, I was talking about Royals as we watch Samadri bowl another one. He's gone straight up. Another catch, another wicket. McNally takes the catch. And Fani Samadri continues his impressive run in the championship. Closing in on that 100 mark for the minor league career. He will be on a hat-trick with last ball to go. 140 for 9. Bade, number 11, will be facing a hat-trick ball. Fani Samadri's got a slip. 2 slips in fact, quite wide. Here we go, hat-trick ball. Hits him. Oh, pitching outside. Fani Samadri cannot believe. He's jumping up and down, but with that angle, it has to pitch outside. And Samadri will close out with 3 for 16 and a comprehensive victory in the end for Atlanta Lightning. A lot of credit to the Raptors for the chase that they put up, the fight that they put up against a very experienced side. Atlanta Lightning winning by 39 runs. That run chase from the Raptors began quite brightly with the opening partnership between Saharsh and Reddy, getting up to 40. Reddy with 42 remained the top scorer. Soham also chipped in and carried on the fight almost till over number 13. He made 34, but after that nothing much came. Ansh once again showing his prowess with the bat. A mixed bag of a performance with the ball for the Lightning. Ponso started off and was taken for runs, came back and finished quite well. Wickets for Fani Samadri 3 for 16 and Swaip Thai 4 for 18 were the pick. Okay, the match summary: 179 played 140, a very entertaining game, some good skills and very good cricket on offer. Manohar with 71 played the innings of the day, and when Raptors were batting they folded at 140. Swaip Thai 4 for 18 was the pick, and Atlanta Lightning winning by 39 runs. Well, I was mentioning about the game 2 for today. It's on our way at 2 o'clock. and teams will get ready for that game. It's a mouth-watering clash, and we'll bring you that. For now, thank you very much for being with us for this, and we look forward to your company for the afternoon game at 2 o'clock.